Welcome back to Equisetum Gaming and our low honor playthrough of Red Dead Redemption 2. We are picking up sort of where we left off in the last episode. Between episodes I took about 30 minutes to do some fishing and gather some herbs and cook it all up, and so now John has... wrong button. We have some more venison and bird. We have some fish for him to eat. So there's all that. I think we did some... Yeah. I don't think we did any stamina potions, because I'm not big on doing stamina potions. I think we made some stuff for Phantom here too, if I remember correctly. But, yeah, that's what we did between episodes. Put your gun away, John. And for today's episode, John has 381 bucks, but I think he could stand to have some more. Treasure maps. What did I do last time? One treasure map. Okay. I'm just double checking because, as I mentioned in the previous week's low honor episodes, I have been playing a lot of epilogue on my own, just checking different things out. And for right now, we're going to go up to... I forget which cottage it is. I think it's Reed Cottage. Because Deer Cottage should have... whichever one of the two is the non-occupied cottage. We need to go and check that out. And take John to collect some goods and visit a fence. He should have a lot of stuff on him from Arthur, I remember. No? Did we already fence all that in the last episode? I forget. I'm sorry. It's a little hard keeping it all straight sometimes when I'm also playing a lot on my own. And part of that is trying to spend less time on Red Dead Online. It's kind of easy right now because I'm... like my... challenge rewards have been reset, so I'm only getting the minimum payouts because I just finished a month-long streak about a week ago. But I think I mentioned it in an earlier episode. I'm not sure what series it was though, but one of my New Year's resolutions is to spend more time writing. And
you'll be all right, mister.
found out that
Easy now, boy.
another one of my professors from college passed away recently. It was my creative writing professor. And, you know, my parents wouldn't let me, go to school for any sort of creative endeavor. You know, I kind of wanted to go to art school or something like that because a a lot of my friends and a lot of my teachers in high school always said, you know, you should illustrate children's books or, you know, design tattoos or stuff like that. And I have designed some tattoos for a couple of friends over the years. But like my parents didn't want me pursuing anything like that as a career, so I wasn't allowed to go for any sort of art endeavors. So I went for wildlife biology and environmental science, natural disaster mitigation type stuff, and yeah. That's not the field I'm working in right now, which I'm sort of in an adjacent field, but it's not the same. Okay. I should be looking at this outside so you can see it better, but basically it's a treasure map to a treasure that is sort of just north and a little bit west of the Elysian Pool. So we're gonna go fetch that.
Let's go, boy.
But,
Easy there.
yeah, so I went into a science field instead, and, it served me well, but, it's like my previous job. I just got fed up with bureaucratic regulation bullshit and having a boss that doesn't understand industry standards when you're doing youth education. You know, he understood staff needs background clearances and stuff in order to work with kids, but he didn't understand that, you know, you need to have emergency plans, like if you need to evacuate, if there's an accident, if you need to deal with like any sort of emergency situation type deal where there could be an incident, where there could be, you know, press involved in some way, shape, or form, where you have to deal with, you know, parents and school districts and our own board and liabilities and all of that. He didn't understand that it's not enough to just have the liability insurance. That, you know, you actually have to have policies in place. You have to train staff on those policies and procedures and, you know, let them know chain of command and all of that in regards to who gets contacted when and what takes priority. And I mean, there's a lot that goes into doing youth education. It's not just taking kids out for a walk in the woods and showing them cool plants and animals and other things in nature. You know, it's... And the thing is, like, we had issues at our site. Like, there was a bridge very near our property that we knew there were people who would come there to do drugs and stuff like that. And it's like, it's just on the other side of the stream where I was teaching, and, you know, after a flood event, yeah, there would be potential that maybe some of the kids could run across some things that they shouldn't, or see people doing things that they shouldn't, that sort of deal. And it just, like, his whole blasé attitude, like, I needed to get out of there just for the simple reason of I didn't want to deal with the liability. Okay, so anyways, with this treasure map, here we have the tree with the X. 20 steps north, 5 steps east. Elysium Pool. So there we are on the real map, on the little cliffside above. And that's where you find this tree. And this is real simple. $20 and $5, inspect rock. And we have a gold ingot. John's gonna be rolling in money by the time we're done with this episode. Alright, so there's that. And now gonna fast travel. Hopefully we won't deal with any Murphys. Yep. And we're going to go down to... where is it? Braithwaite Manor. Yeah, but anyways, so I went into the science fields and got a job teaching kids about the outdoors, and that was fun for 5, 6, 7 years while it lasted. But yeah, just didn't want to deal with the liability issues and crap like that, especially, you know, I was doing a lot more networking in the last few years I was there and becoming better known, better acquainted with my colleagues at other educational sites in the region and across the state, and kept getting asked to do collaborative things that my boss had no interest in dealing with, and I'm like, well, I need to get out of here if I'm going to save my reputation in the industry. I think we've already done this. Hello, John. There we go. But, yeah, so now I'm in a little bit of a better position, but it's just not good. I've spent about the last year just sort of figuring out my way around the new office and all of that, and, it's time that I actually start getting to work, and now that I know the yearly routine for this new outfit I'm with, it's time to actually start bringing a little more to the table and doing things that basically I can put my name on and say, this is what I've done and what I've started and where I've taken these programmings that improves upon them compared to what was established when I first got there. But anyways, that's all a very big, long explanation to basically say that my writing professor from college passed away after a myriad of health problems. There were a few scares over the years since I graduated, and you know, I'm surprised that he didn't pass away much earlier. you know, had at least one heart attack in the interim, and I think a stroke. And you coming? You kitty. Where are you?
Boy, easy.
There you are. Alright. Now, it is a perfect Florida Panther.
Don't you get spooked on me, fella.
Definitely take this into Saint Denis after we take care of a few other things. Now, where's the arrow that I put in your face? There it is. Alright. Here you go, Phantom. But
Boy,
yeah, I think even though, the whole trying to figure out marketing and, like my main platform for
boy.
marketing and audience development, as far as writing went, was Twitter, and now Elon with X has been implementing a whole bunch of new algorithm changes and crap that basically are going to make it very difficult for me to do any sort of marketing on that platform. Because he wants to promote people who create content for X. Well, I'm sorry, I cannot post an entire freaking novel on X and expect to get paid for it. And if he's, you know, sort of saying, and you can't share outside links and stuff and get them seen by the algorithm, then, or because of the algorithm, then, X is sort of a useless platform to me now as a writer. But I am bound and determined that this year I'm going to self-publish. Hello, I know you're there. Alright. If you're not.
You should have cooperated, asshole.
So, in memory of my professor that passed away, who encouraged me to write, or continue writing, even though there were a lot of people that said there's no... I won't say they said there was no future for me in it, it's just that they wanted me to pursue other endeavors that I'm good at instead. Which is just plain well, it's not stupid exactly, but it's just, you know. Doesn't matter if you're good at something. You should still endeavor to do the things that you find worthwhile. Because that'll be better for motivation. You know, if you want to keep up your motivation for doing things, then you need to find a career path that actually makes you feel like what you're doing is worth the time and energy that you are putting into it. And I think that's one of the main issues with a lot of corporate work nowadays, is that they have this attitude that business decisions and stuff need to be taken care of right this minute. And that's why, you know, there's not a lot of people who want to go and work for these corporations that put people, basically treat them like they're on call, but don't give them on-call pay and act like, you know, errors in presentations and reports and shit like that are earth-shattering matters that need to be taken care of, and can't wait until Monday morning. Especially if the presentation or whatever isn't due until Thursday afternoon or whatever. But, yeah. Don't get bogged down in administrative bullshit. Unless you like doing administrative bullshit. There's some people who like it. I enjoy it when there's not a lot of responsibility behind it, but, because it's basically boring, stupid, mindless work. And that can be good if you just want time to think and plan and want to devote half of your mind to other pursuits that you can take care of outside of work hours. I know I did a lot of that when I was helping with administrative paperwork bullshit at my previous job. Or the other staff, you know. Because I couldn't be teaching classes all the time. But yeah, we will be, let's blow some stuff up. That was stupid. That was a miss that shouldn't have been. Oh, there's also a lot of stuff sitting on these tables. Guess I should grab some of the, health tonic type stuff. Forgot about that. Do I need these cartridges? High velocity rifle cartridges? Sure. And over here there were some other things. Get over the log, John. Or not. God. You can't jump, boy? I know you can't swim, but you should be able to jump. Some treats for Phantom. Speaking of him, let's call him over. Hello. Thought there was one more veggie over here to take, but I guess not. Alright, I'm not sure I can take any of these cartridges. There's more high velocities.
Okay, boy.
Alright.
Slow now.
More dynamite to blow. More dynamite to blow. Now, you wait right there while I go check this lockbox. I like how most of these reset for John once you get into the epilogue, even if you've looted them for Arthur. Alright. So there's another
Hey.
99 bucks out of that balloon. And now, just gonna cross where there's no gators. Should gather up some oleander while I'm over here, but I don't feel like it. I forget. I think Arthur already talked to these two over here. Yeah, but I'm not sure we ever got the...
Hey, heard enough out of you.
Not sure we ever actually got the gold bar that they spoke of. Or he spoke of. The one guy was dead. But I know now where it is over in Rhodes, so we'll check that out eventually.
Good
Hey.
boy.
What? Being a dunderhead. See if we can get into Saint Denis before we end up losing everything to the shops closing at night. Because I want to sell this pelt. And we're gonna have to start deciding how we're going to go about getting John his low honor, if we're going to do a low honor playthrough with John as well. And still abide by the rules that we set out at the beginning of the game. Now, it's going to be the best way to get there. We'll just head straight down the main street. Or not the main street, the back street. Railroad tracks. Yeah, those things.
Homes for the blind?
I hate Saint Denis at night.
What's your issue?
You don't want to know, buddy. You wait right there.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I won't forget the sight.
Delivered right to your stable.
Hello, sir. First time here, I think.
Your money, mister. Now!
Get away from me!
Pigeon feathers.
Someone help!
Turkey feathers. And a beautiful
You
panther.
new to these parts, sir? I'm a blow-in myself.
Sweet heavens!
This place is plumb crazy.
Leave me alone. Well, I'll say.
And
Never
your
seen anything
accessory?
like that.
Sure. I'll buy that. Rustic Fest. Yes, I've been wanting to get that for John. I always like that for John. Alright.
Ah, you make me feel young.
How are things?
又老又攰咁啦。
I don't want to hear about your escapades with
Somehow all
the
the dens in the neighborhood
prostitute.
gets closed and yet my brother's
Thank
allowed to be
you.
open. Makes no sense.
都唔係第一次啦。
Just seeing if there was anything
Very
that we
well
could
then.
buy with all of the stuff. Because we really didn't do much with the trapper.
小姐，你好。Hola.
Wilderness Fest. Yes. My favorite fest. Well, one of my favorite fests. Okay. We are
Hello.
good.
New face there.
What are you standing on, John?
What can we help you out with today?
Now, we have some stuff to sell to the fence. But yeah, I like the Wilderness Fest that we just got, because it's got
You
that
need to
lovely
buy, sell,
skull
or leave. No
emblem
idling.
on the back. Not item.
Okay, let's see your wares.
No, we are not selling the Native American ring. We have that,
Done and done.
that. A 500 and a 300. Okay. Did we pick up any pocket watches? Yes.
Whoever gave this to you was very nice.
And we are not selling the right
Been a
one.
real pleasure doing business with you.
I don't think there's
Interested
anything
in one of
we
my
can grab.
charms?
Alright. And buy. Don't need any of that.
I take no responsibility for what you do after drinking it.
Buy some moonshine.
Good.
Get some more of that.
Sure.
Why don't I already have that learned? There's a lot of things that I don't have
I
learned.
trust nobody's
Still
missing
looking?
this too much.
Okay, I will keep the door open for you.
Alright.
Come back tomorrow if you need.
Well, town is closed up, so let's get out of there. What is going on?
I better not remember this tomorrow.
No. Suggesting that he is.
Hey! You leave that man be!
I won't forget this.
You all right,
Thank
mister?
you, mister. Here, have this for my gratitude. Please.
Appreciate it, mister. You be careful now.
Saint-Denis breeds sickness. So much for the future.
Figured that little incident was over already, because we heard it when we were over at the Trapper and didn't do anything about it until just then. Okay. Let's get back to... Wait. There we are. Now we are in our normal outfit. Okay. Need to get out of town if we're going to fast travel. But at the same time, I want to get John a shave, and we can't do that until we get him
Hello there, ma'am.
What? What? You better not have been talking to me.
Your brain not working.
Yeah, I'm lost. I hate Saint-Denis. Let's get out of the city. Suppose we could take John to Blackwater to get him shaved. But we have a few more gold bars to pick up. We can find them.
Howdy.
Actually, let's just check the log. Aberdeen Pig Farm and Lonnie Shed. I never did those. Okay.
Good boy.
Yeah. All right. Instead of wandering aimlessly, let's set up a post somewhere. Sorry, had to turn off the mic for a moment because I had to sneeze. Should Lonnie's shack be labeled? No? Alright, fine. And we'll be an ass. We'll go down to Catfish Jackson's. Start John's life of freedom and crime away from fucking Abigail. Yeah, this chapter is very frustrating for me because I want John to be a good father to Jack. You know, Jack deserves to have a good dad, and John, I think, if he figures things out, can be a good influence on his son. But I hate Abigail in this chapter. I really, really think John deserves better than her. Because she is just such a naive, whiny little bitch. And it's like, come on, girl, you were a thief and a prostitute and a pickpocket and all that other happy crap. You were an outlaw just as much as the rest of them. You know what other criminals are like. You know what it is to, you know, go out and bushwhack someone. You know what the O'Driscolls were like. You know what the Murphy brood was like. You know what the Lemoyne Raiders were like. She probably even knows what the Del Lobos were like, because they would have been running around Blackwater when they were there, just like the gang was before the game started. And it's just... I honestly cannot stand her naivete. Well, seeing as her. What do we got here? Should we get ourselves another horse? Could get the few spotted right here.
This ends now. Oh, miss.
There.
Well done.
Arthur got his wild, but now we have a few spotted for John, and I think that's appropriate.
Who's a good girl? That's great.
A little bonus this episode. I like it. Now, let's get you bonded up
Yes, Missy.
so that we can loot your owner. What else does he have laying around here? A lockbox and something over by the old wagon wheel. Hey, hey, hey. Don't you run off.
Okay,
You are bonded.
Missy.
I have to put the saddle on you. I will. You are staying right here. Phantom's already bonded up to level 2, so he should have no issues with sticking around. But if you are going to be a pain in the butt, we will claim you this way. There. Anything else around here? I don't think. 'Cause I don't... Yeah, that crate is lootable. We can just get to it. Tin, whatever. Open her up, John. What do we got? Bread? Bleh. Regular cigarettes? Not worth it. But... a beautiful 2-spotted Appaloosa. Totally worth it. So... for right now,
Hey, come here!
instead of going over to Catfish Jackson's, let us head... God. Technically the closest stable is Saint Denis, but I don't want to go back into the city. Do I have to? Well, yeah, it's daytime, so we will do that and also get John a shave. And probably call it quits for the episode. Question is, do we name this girl Lilith just like Arthur's horse was named Lilith? That was really a sweet little opportunity there. I wasn't expecting that. Phantom's following like a good boy, because he is a good boy. I think we'll name her Lilith too, in honor of Arthur's horse, but to distinguish that she is not the same horse. Because she was probably, when we got Lilith, she was probably already, you know, she would have already been 5, 6, 7 years old, maybe. Which means at this point she would be twice that age. What did you do? Get stuck on a fence?
Here now!
Were you trying to go and loot the, Caliga Hall, tobacco fields? Does my horse have a nicotine problem? But yeah, you figure that, if John kept any of Arthur's horses, they would be twice as old now as when, we had them, at the very least. And, as much work as these horses do, I think they would be looking to retire at that point. Although I think Uncle has a tendency to keep older horses. Just because he's kind of old and lazy himself, he wants old and lazy, tired horses. He does not want a young, frisky, strong horse that would be bucking him off.
Good job, lady.
Buenos días.
Homes for the blind?
Get out the way, you damn fool.
Is someone there? Anything
Come on.
blind man?
Okay.
Well, who do we have here? That's a fine steed.
Poor blind man.
Got some stable space for rent if you're interested.
Alright.
Can anyone spare a coin for a
Sorry, but
Lisa.
without the papers, I
Okay.
can't pay you full price.
Services. Game.
Oh, that's a good match.
Alright. I think we'll keep her for right now.
Good choice.
John can afford to get more treats for his horses.
Solid choice there.
How you do? Not great. That's too bad then.
Enough? All right.
Okay. What do we have? Yeah, we made.
Got to keep the bees happy. This'll work, London.
Alright, that's good enough.
I'll miss that nag. Real good one.
Now. Don't be working too hard.
Okay. Now, barbershop is all the way up here.
What's it to you?
Crap. Close the map before I actually set the point. I just took off the old one. Alright.
Morning to you, partner. Well, hello.
Hi.
You're doing well.
So what other horses did Arthur have? We had an Ardennes or Ardennes. Not sure how those are pronounced. We don't really have those over here in America. At least not in my region. They're not common. I've never seen one at least. We had two Appaloosas. And he had a Dutch warmblood. So maybe we will get John a Dutch warmblood if the opportunity presents itself.
Get moving, will you?
Although we could go and get Buell.
Screw the lot of you!
Morning.
You thought you could beat the law, huh? Come on, please. Made it, girl. Ma'am?
Morning, sir. I don't see nothing new these New Year's, do you?
Welcome. Please, take a seat.
Lady.
Only
Yes.
a trim or something fancy like?
Full styles. Let's get
I'd say
him
you look ready
clean.
for a portrait now.
There we go.
Well, I guess we're all done here. Thank you
Something
very
else I don't like about John having a beard is you can't see his
Come on, then.
neckerchief or whatever the hell. That
It seems the more I work,
red cloth that he has tied around his neck. And it's like, that is a very characteristic piece of his outfit. And he's the only character that wears that. Like, you can't even get that for like a character online if you wanted something like that. So yeah, that is unique to John, and I want to be able to see it. Thank you very much. Okay.
Whoa! What the hell are you doing here?
You have a thought. That's what I'm doing here. Alright. There's premium cigarettes. Inspect card. Tall trees. One of my favorite places on the map. Cover scent lotion. Anything over here? Occasionally you find a cigarette card over on that end of these. That looks to be it from in here. Alright. Well, if you have enjoyed this episode, please consider giving it a like and subscribing. And John and Lilith and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.